Okay, I previously showed you how I was starting this restoration on this old dust cover to try and get it to last a little longer. And I painted the back section where I had some bad issues because of the patch I had to put in, a cutout I did several years ago. I buffed it out with going up to 3000 grit sandpaper, wet sanding it, and it came out fairly nicely with a satin finish. I may try a little more work on it, but I think for the moment I'm set there. I'm now going to be putting on one of the Vinly Nirvana hinge repair kits, and I've masked off the plastic to protect the paint and plastic just in case I get sloppy with the adhesive. I thought the silver would look nice against the black. Aside from protecting the plastic, I thought cosmetically it would look nice. When it's all set, I will probably polish this up again using a moto tool and some flitz. So this is supposed to line up with the original slot. I've masked off the plastic, and just for the hell of it, I am going to tape it into place so it doesn't shift on me while I'm playing around. Now I'll be using the recommended Loctite, and see how that shows up. Loctite plastic bonding. Now this was a small size. There's only a 4 milliliter activator and 2-gram bonder, so it was only $3.77 as opposed to the $8 I've seen mentioned elsewhere, because they do have bigger tubes, but I don't need a lot. So we're set. I'm going to next put the activator on and the bonding agent, and going to recheck the instructions. The stuff we usually don't do. I'm going to recheck the instructions, and then we'll go through it. Okay, the first thing you're supposed to do is put on the activator, and you're supposed to put this to both sides. And let it dry for a minute. And we'll give that a minute. And now you're supposed to apply the adhesive. It says sparingly to one side. Go. Okay. And then we flip this over. So much for the tape. Hold it for 30 seconds. I'm looking for excess. I don't see any. Supposed to hold it for 30 seconds, and then it takes 24 hours for a full set. I'll take this off now. Sorry, checking the lineup of the hinge. So there we go. No excess to clean up there. And let's try a clamp on it. Okay, so there we have it. We'll be back when it's all done. not one to leave well enough alone, I decided I wanted to polish the hinges rather than leave them with the dull gray finish. First thing I did, as before, I masked the area off. A while ago, I picked up these abrasive wheels. They are a fibrous wheel with different grits. The set I have starts at 80, goes up to 400. You should be able to find them at places like Harbor Freight. I got these at a discount hardware store. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm sure you can find things like this. They've come in very handy for other things as well. This is where we started with the 80 grit, which would be the coarsest. The initial polish, you can see the changes starting. I will walk through the other 3 grits I have and then the paste I used. And we moved on to the 180 grit. Now I used these on a moto tool, a Dremel-like tool. Set it, I think it was 3, so it was a mid-range setting. Onto the 300 grit, the hinge is getting smoother and shinier, and the process appears to be working. And here we have the 400 grit. We're down to a relatively smooth finish, and I'm going to move on to a paste. I will be using Flitz polishing paste to finish the project. I have used this on other projects, and I have found it very good for polishing up metals. I also used it on the platter side in one of my other videos. Here's the result after the flitz. We have a surface that is much different than the one we started with. It's nice, it's shiny, and I will show you the comparison in the next 2 clips. And here are 2 hinges back to back, since I have 2 turntables now. The one on the right shows the finished product. The one on the left is what we started with. I think it's a nice difference. You could get it even shinier and smoother. I didn't think that was warranted, and I just stuck to the wheels. A better finish could have been had by using some stones in the beginning or rubber wheels, but I didn't think it needed that type of aggressive treatment. And we're all done. The dust cover's back in place, and I like the difference. Just an idea. I think it dresses it up a little bit, and just took a dull piece of aluminum and polished it up, and I think it's nice.